What's up, guys and gals? We are playing Aarklash Legacy once again. We had made it to the vault of the secret treasures of the goldmongers, when in reality it's just a bunch of gold-gilded porn. But we're gonna delve down into the depths and hopefully find ourselves some shiny bits. Or maybe a new character. Maybe there'll be like some mechanical character down here who's just like her. I don't know. Lek Loris in the last episode said that he wasn't comfortable talking about it. Did we level up at all? Oh, we did. Alright, well let's give him a little bit of love here. I think we were working our way down the chain with Death Wish. So I think we'll continue. That's a tough call. How much damage does that do at the end? Because he's already inflicting 34 to 68 per swing, and he's on a 1.5 second attack cycle. And so even at its maximum, he deals the damage. I think he just drains health right there. Like, the wording is a little... Like, you kind of have to play around with some of the abilities. I don't think I'm going to go down that way, though, because the damage just doesn't seem substantial enough. Aside from, it seems like it would just, if you quantified all the damage he would deal during the 15 seconds there, it's like adding a drain. And if it actually healed everybody around him as he was channeling it, I'd be like, yeah, that's the ability right there. But I think I'm just going to continue down with Death Wish. And we'll just continue with our explodey bits of AoE-age. I haven't used it in a couple episodes just because it's kind of grown weak compared to this ability right here. I'd rather spam this ability out than waste the 150 MP throwing this one out. But once we get a little further down, yeah, it's going to be at 1,000 damage. And so once it's at like 1,000 damage, it's going to kind of dwarf this, and we'll be able to justify using the MP on it. Everybody else, anything? Anything? No. Lecky G was the only person to get himself a level up in that last go. What's going on here? I bet we're going to have like a glowing crystal puzzly thing to solve. Oh dear. I don't know if I triggered that or if it does that on its own. Let me take one person, we'll play around here. Ah, okay, so is that making an X? I see. I should know this puzzle. I've solved this puzzle so many times in games that I should just have this one memorized already. But if I remember correctly, it goes like by the corners. Or maybe it's the center blocks first. I don't remember. Ah, it left that middle one. Let me undo what I did. Is there a master crystal around here to reset? I don't think that's the order. I don't remember the puzzle playing out like this. This puzzle has been in a lot of games, and I may have to fiddle with it for a little bit before I solve it. So if we end up sitting here for too long, I'll probably end up... Hey, Crystal, you simmer down now. If it ends up taking too long, I'll probably just cut out until I get the puzzle solved. It's got to start like in the middle then somewhere, I think. Like right... I think we want to do these last... So maybe somewhere like right there. Actually, no, I may have had it before. Yeah, that's what it was. I've seen this puzzle before. I know I've seen it before. Cool. Giant creepy door that opens when you light up all of its crystal. Typically, lighting up crystal ends up with you feeling paranoid and itchy and all that kind of stuff, but here, the laws of magic and the laws of drugs are a little bit different. You light up the crystal and doors open for you. It's the exact opposite of the real world. Oh my god. Oh, another... Oh, there's two of them in here. Now, as I recall, they do a lot of nuke damage, so this could get really, really rowdy really quickly. With one of them, it seemed bad enough. Let's make sure that she gets aggro for now, and we're going to want to roll on really strongly with everything that we do. Almost everything on their list is either an AoE damage or just normal damage, so let's spread out a tad. Get friends over there, maybe? If we end up with ads, this is really going to get nasty. And then Mocha... Let's drop a little bit of the healing lovin' right there. Let's fire straight down. I'm having a hard time judging the angle right there because the isometry or the isometric angle is making me kind of misjudged that, especially since this is supposed to be upraised. It creates a little bit of an optical illusion when you're firing up and onto it. Since she's already deployed, I can't do anything about it, but I regret it. I probably should have had her deploy right here, and that would have made my life a little bit less interesting during the course of this fight. So let's see if these hit. They did indeed. And then that one's now knocked down for the 5 seconds, which buys us a bit of time to unload on this gargoyle. So the fight might not actually be that bad. Let's see, knocks down 5 seconds. Let's get her out of the way of that one. And that'll also have the additive effect. What is that gonna do? Boldly Mystic. For 10 seconds, the gargoyle... Oh, he's doing an AoE. Alright. I can live with that. Let's have Lecky G put another magic bolt off that way. Make sure that everybody else is still paying attention and doing what I want them to do. And let's... Wait, does somebody have to... What is this doing? Let's see here. Oh, all the damage it receives. Damn, I didn't see that part. It had a bonus in the bottom. It had a prize at the bottom of the box, and I screwed up. It's weird that I didn't notice that in the last fight, but then again, maybe I didn't DPS him while he was doing it in the last fight. So we've got another AoE attack coming out. Maybe set up right here. Yeah, that's outside of it. Naka's still looking pretty good. We'll get her going with her vampirism attack. We put another little burst of damage on him. Maybe... Oh, don't run across that. Go around the back. How did that... It was behind him. How did that hit Lech Loris when he was behind him? As I recall, the bolt was going this way. Does it have like a side blast on it? Like a rocket launcher? Like if you're in a closed room or something?
You're not hanging up your nappy.
Sometimes I just don't know, guys. He definitely, unless he ran in front while I wasn't looking, I told him to go around the back, though. I thought I clicked back here and then over there. Whatever. Not that bad of a fight, so... Let's make sure that heals are still occurring. Maybe put her back into taunty mode, so that she gets a little bit of health for everything. Oh, terrible timing on my part. Let's throw out a bit of damage from Lech Loris. I think I'm just gonna have her eat that one, because she's already got him taunted, so... Whatever. It'll be fine. Oh, Lech Loris, sir. Throw up Damocles really quickly while we wait. There we go. And then everybody else bring this thing home with a little bit of damage. Hopefully it doesn't pop that obnoxious ability where he heals to the damage. I actually think that one was a bit easier than the fight that we had in the previous seal. So I guess we'll pop this thing open, and we're probably going to switch groups right here. There it is, we busted it. It looks like there's a nasty stink pipe underneath. See if it teleports us out, and we have to wander back through more mobs. That'd be kind of shady if it pulls a rage on us and makes us play the level backwards. Hopefully it just jumps us over to our other core. And it looks like it does. Maybe. Possibly.
The stench of these lands fouls my nostrils. Why would the patrons deal with the outcast barony to build their haven here?
Who would come here? Where is safer than cradled in the arms of death? None will approach you here, my dear.
Any who dare approach me will sleep in the arms of death.
Hush. I like this as much as you. I fear the tranquility of this dark garden will not last.
Okay, so since it's been a while, we've got new characters here, and this group is actually... I don't know how I feel about this group. Let's take a look at the abilities, and I'll tell you how I feel. So we've got Jump Right In. I think his name was... What was his name? Bo? Cool. Bobo's got Bow Lamb charges the target, deals damage, and he can only charge from a certain range. Alright. And after 2 seconds of incantation time, he taunts his target on a 20-second cooldown, so we'll have to be aware of our limited taunt ability right now.
Knitting a web around my feet.
Denzel has all the abilities that he had previously. Let's make sure that it didn't level anybody, though, without telling me. or that I didn't forget to level anybody before we swapped into this part of the game. As I expected, it did leave us with a shared inventory, which is going to be good news for Bolam. Healing received, 5% there. I think I'll give him the flat armor, though. What are his abilities, too? Bolam regenerates 1% of his maximum health per second. That's a pretty sweet ability, but he's clumsy, which means he has a chance of missing that's increased by 20 per 20 points. It doesn't say 20%, but it says 20 points. I don't see accuracy anywhere on his list. So I guess it might just be a flat 20% maybe. He's got physical damage raised and a little bit of extra. He's got a healing received. I think I'm going to go with the physical armor 14% on him because I like physical armor, especially when it's on your tank, who's probably going to be getting physical a lot of the time. We've got some magic resist here. I'm definitely going to take that one on him. That's an all-around win because he gets magic armor, physical armor, and 7% resist. A very, very nice trade-off. That's going to put him at 12% chance to resist, that's nice. Over here, we've got some regeneration. We've got some HP. 14 or 11.9. Healing received. Nothing here jumping out at me as an amazing choice. So I'll probably take the lesser of all the evils here and give him some extra HP. And now he's fully equipped. Let's make sure that none of this is going to be any good at anybody else. Wendaru, we wanted to look for healing given. That tends to be the ability that we want on her. Earrings, healing done. That is nice, but I'd rather keep her with the magic damage and because she's got the explosives now, so we really want her to have a little bit of extra damage done at the end of the day too. She doesn't regenerate, so none of that's going to be any good for her. Maybe a healing done in here somewhere? No, I am going to swap that one in because it's such a big defense boost that the 3% healing done is going to kind of wane in respect to that. For her, nothing there. Crit chance goes up a tad. Obviously nothing there. Nothing there. And with her relic, she also has an epic relic. But I'll look anyways, because her epic relic is getting a little bit outdated. Got magic damage, some regeneration, healing done. Magical armor. Nothing that's quite dwarfing it yet. And then for Denzel, we want to make sure that he's optimally spec'd out for physical damage. 5% physical damage right there. Healing done, not going to help him out much. Kind of a 50-50, reasonably decent item right there, but not quite as good as what he had already. Mana regeneration, healing received. Still, nothing that's looking amazing. Let's sacrifice one of those and see what the epic is that we get. A very, very good ability, or a very, very good relic for a healer. One that is probably best spent on Mocha, actually. The healer we have on hand right now gets no benefit from the regeneration. Let's see what her relic is. Well, it's better than what she has, but I need to remember to swap that out, which I can't honestly promise that I'll do. Nourishing Prey. I don't even remember what she had going on for her in the past. I think I should probably keep her nuke ready to go, although Sacred Feast was kind of one of the ones that I was tempting to mess around with as well, so that we could heal people with full health. Let's see here. I think that's what it was right here. The Bloody Feast was the one that made that a little better. So let's go back to defaults with her. I'd like to respec her for a moment. And with Bloody Feast, she heals the enemy that we put it on. And she regains 75 MP, so we're going to have to spam... Oh, it's got a cooldown to keep us from spamming it, so that's the stipulation. Well, never mind then. I don't care anymore. We'll go down that chain a little bit to get her a bit more utility with her heals. And with Leech Grain... we can either make it deal 30 magic damage per second, so it's a little bit of a dot that we throw out there. And I suppose I'll continue down that way so that it's something. It's a reason to have that up on the enemy, and then we kill them before it goes out. So with this, you actually still want it to run out to its duration. Feeling a little scared about my theft effects, but we have so many that we'll probably be alright. Let's get rolling. You guys don't come here to watch me fiddle around with menus. First group of enemies for Bo Lamb. I do want him to charge on the priest. We've got 2 priests. We got a black priest, a normal priest, a skeleton in armor. Maybe have him run out here, and what in the hell are those? Oh my god. Well, let's wait a minute before we deploy our friend Denzel here to figure out what those are. Those are kind of scary. Wendaru's already in the position that I'd like her to be in. I'm going to save his taunt. He didn't get to actually use his charge, unfortunately. Maybe throw... Yeah, we'll throw that out there. Actually, no, we'll wait a moment. I want to see what these are. A horror. Explosion of flesh. When he approaches death, he explodes and inflicts 400 to 500 magic damage to all enemies within 4 meters. Alright then, well let's pop him right there and then get on the Black Priest to deal as much damage as possible. A skeleton in armor. We'll start dropping nukes right here as well. Wendaru, I'd like her to be in a position... Oh, they're ranged. Well, that's a little bit better than expected. He's already cast his heal, so he's going to have to live with that. Is he going to heal himself, though, is the question that's... No, he's going to heal the guy next to him. That works out fine. Let's get all of our damage focused on him, then, to get rid of him. Every enemy that disappears is one less that I have to deal with in the greater battle. Down he goes. He's about ready for a heal from Wendaru, so we'll throw that out there. Very, very nice. The horrors I'm going to deal with last because I can't risk having them explode on me mid-fight. Let's put everybody else on the skeletal priest over here, since he seems to already have control of aggro, so nothing to stress about. Does his taunt do anything else? No. I do want to keep Nella over here out of the way of Wendaru so that the targeted heals that I use will actually be targeted. And Nourishing Prey. Let's throw out Nourishing Prey, maybe. There's no real target for it just yet. Nobody's close enough to dying that I want to risk it. Denzel's got full AP, so I'm going to throw him into speedy boost mode. We'll kill that other priest. Wendaru's ready to roll again with her cast.
What would you do without me?
And I wonder if before they designed this part, the developers anyways, if they sat down and they decided on the groups. Oh, we've got another archer there in the back. Well, let's clear some of these baddies in a circle. Let's get Nourishing Prey up on that guy. And then let's start draining health off people. Nella doesn't have any aggro for now. And as soon as this enemy goes down, that should give us a nice little burst. I did spec into it this time, right? Let's make sure. And if it dies before 20 seconds, explodes and restores 800 HP to everybody. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Let's go. We'll do a ring around the rosy here. Throw out another heal on, or another drain on Nella. And for this mob right here, we've got another couple seconds before we can use Leech Grain again. But we can throw out her Mystic Star to heal up Bo Lamb. So Bo Lamb, be healed, my dear, dear friend. And let's handle this other archer on this other side. Bo Lamb can do his charge now. Wonder if he hits allies if he does this. No, he doesn't. But he does do a lot of damage right there, which gives you a nice little burst to open up the fight with. Nothing to fret about. That's not ready to roll yet. And before we kill one of these mobs, the care that we want to take, what did it say a percentage? Did it give me a percentage? 400 to 500 magic damage. Because we have so much melee, that becomes very, very scary. I'm going to get her over there, drain that off. And I don't know if Nourishing Prey is going to trigger the ability, so instead of taking chances here, I'm just going to throw it out, and whatever happens, happens. We pull out Denzel before it dies, and get him started on the other horror. We're going to pop his ability to deal some damage. And he should have enough HP left to survive this explosion. There it is. I do like how there's separate groups of enemies, too, that raise different problems for the two groups. Such a tremendous amount of care has been put into this game. For example, they gave us a melee-heavy group, and they put out enemies that actually specifically do things that target melee-heavy groups. That shows that they were thinking about the two different groups that they gave you before you decided to head on out on the dusty trail. Let's move slowly for the remainder of this episode because I don't want to end up in any nasty spots. They have become very fond of dropping patrols on us from varying directions, so I'm just going to kind of creep forward as we go along. This looks like something that's going to get triggered down here, like some kind of death pile. a Quaestor of Acheron. We've already seen those guys. We know what they have on offer. That giant nuke heal that they drop. What is this body pile down here? It's just a spawn zone? Okay. Well, we can use that to our advantage. Let's draw back some of these ranged mobs and force them into our dominion. Ah, they despawn. Okay, let's get... They don't despawn, actually. Oh. Hopefully they don't pull together. So if you get too far away... Ah, there it is. Alright, so it backfired a little bit on us. Let's do a quick quantitative analysis of everybody we have on hand. We have a Black Paladin. They go immune once their health gets low. We've got the Quaestor, who can heal himself or other people. We are lacking knockdowns right now, so I think we're gonna... Oh, he got a level up. That's right. So he got boom. After 2 seconds, he strikes the ground and inflicts 300 to 400 physical damage on all enemies within range. Let's get him into combat right now. Maybe charging? I'd also like to get Denzel in. We have a Warrior of Saluel. That's bad. The Warrior of Saluel has very, very strong nuke abilities, but we do have them bunched up as well. Is he blocked right now? He is. Unfortunate. I would like him to use that, but it looks like they've got a lockout going on this area. Let me get Wendaru into a spot where she can heal. And let's get some nukes started off with Nella. Over here with Denzel, I'm going to have him pop that and then get straight into combat with that mob. Let's get Wendaru going with her first nuke heal. And now we should see a fairly big burst of damage flying out right here. Hopefully ending this enemy before anything else terrible happens. So down goes the Quaestor. The next enemy that I'd like to focus on is the Warrior of Saluel. Bolam's got a little bit of damage coming his way. Did she throw out that star already, or did I cancel it on accident? I may have canceled it. There it is. No, she's got enough MP missing to where I'm not so sure that's what happened. I'm going to have her... Can she drain herself? She can't. Well, Nella is going to be her doll, I think is what they call it in... I don't remember. I forget what it's called. You have to get bit a couple times, or something weird has to happen in Vampire the Masquerade before you actually become a vampire. Like, it's like bit like 3 times or something weird. And if you get bit like once, it turns you into like a doll for the vampire, where you'll do anything to get bitten again, but you become kind of like their blood doll or something like that. I think that's what it was called, blood doll or something. Does he have that ability? Oh, he doesn't. Let's ace him right now then. He's using Macabre Shroud, which is going to reduce the physical armor of the target. She's about ready to go with her star again, so let's throw that out there. Oops, and I actually shifted my screen there on accident. This is in windowed mode right now, and I clicked on the edges. Oh, the Warrior of Saluel is back, you little bastard. I hate you so much right now. Well, then I am just going to nuke the hell out of you. Let's drop 2 nukes right now. I'm going to get another drain going on Nilla. And that's pretty impressive damage right there. As far as AoE heals go, let me put a Nourishing Prey up on the Black Paladin really quickly. And then we'll kill him off. Oh, right as he goes immune. Bastard. Well, let's kill the Warrior of Saluel then, just to get him on off the road to victory. Weak. Is that a priest? Is there a priest in here somewhere? I don't see a priest in here anywhere, but I feel like I've been priested. And then we'll get everybody going on him before that Grain of Healing expires. Let's do a little incantation, drop him, and there's the big heal. That's what I needed, like, right this second. It's going to be a mild adjustment period while I figure out what happens when that ends, by the way. I'm not sure that I'm privy to whatever's going to occur when that... Yeah, heal this friend. I don't think it's the earth that's healing him. This earth looks kind of putrid. This looks like just a porta potty of death blew up in the center of this entire area. Little adjustment period as I get used to the abilities that I have on hand. Nella can spam some heals. Can she heal herself? I don't remember. Okay, so she can't heal herself, so maybe I'm better off draining from somebody else and offsetting it with Nella's abilities, but it didn't go too terribly. Step forward here for just a moment with our new combat buddies. If I step on this, what happens? Nothing. Alright, well, at least nothing bad happens when I step on them. It's not like those little wispy things that were out and about. And before we get into any more trouble, I think I'll do my outro right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the next episode of Aarklash Legacy. If you've noticed, the episodes have gotten about 4 minutes shorter. That's so I can cut multiple episodes at the same time without having to bounce a bunch of files around. Things of that nature. Break the fourth wall here for just a moment. 25 minutes is just right for the file size of this game. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Well, I suppose that puts us in a nasty spot. I guess I'll adapt to the situation and we'll just kind of live with it. Let me get them the hell on out of the way. Let's taunt this guy in the front. I'd like... Ooh, we got a Black Priest, a Flesh Spectre. This is a nasty, nasty fight. And we just don't have the AoE team that I'd want to have for this. Luckily, we're not bound to the ground like we normally are. So maybe put... There's a Black Priest in there too. Ew, this fight is gross. We may be forced to kind of stand our ground here, and this is going to be a long duration fight too. We have him stomp the ground. Flesh Spectre's getting going with the Fury of Cain, so I actually cancel that. We're going to have to move him out of the way because we have a double Fury of Cain coming in. So once the ground's corrupted, we'll get them out of the way. Flesh Spectre, you are going to be my first victim with him. And I don't know what I should focus on right now. I think I should go for the utmost damage with Nella. While we're standing here anyways. Is he still taking damage from that? Yes, he is. Oh, they dropped the two at differing radii. So I'm actually going to have to back off over to here, and that's going to force Wendaru off to the side, unfortunately. He can use his stomp, which is going to deal some damage. And I think I should be okay to fling a heal on him right now. Yeah, there it is. Denzel's dealing some damage in the back. He's getting Bond of Blood going, so we are going to want to keep some nukes going right down the pipe here. Spreading the damage around. Oh, and we've got a target who has shifted, so his taunt is back up, so let's make sure that he taunts that guy and brings him back into the fold. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Taunt him back into the fold. Making me look bad here. I'll heal you. Healing's like candy for tanks. You gotta hold it, you kinda gotta wiggle it around their head a bit. A lot of damage flying around. Looks like they've cursed the ground one more time. I'm gonna have to keep migrating. Is he immune to taunting, maybe? Or is that a blocked category? Okay, well, Wendaru is stuck hiding around right now, which is where we're gonna leave it. And until he's locked out of that category, or he's no longer locked out of that category, looks like we've got an opening right here for another set of nukes, and this one I can make work to help out with this Flesh Spectre. Wendaru is taking damage, and we can't guarantee that that Black Priest right there isn't going to cause problems for us. Well, we can kind of assume he's not going to. He doesn't have a lot of mana left over. There we are. And what we might think about, Boat Lamb, what are you doing? Let's get, actually, just everybody on that mob. Wendaru, throw out your sacred whatever the hell. There we are, Grain of Healing's out. And then hopefully it'll... Oh, it didn't work in time. Well, then Wendaru is going to have to stay on the move for now. Once again, doing this as difficult as possible. Let's get all of them on the Black Priest. Wendaru's going to go down, unfortunately. Bit of damage there, and then let's also put a taunt on that Black Paladin to make him sort of piss off, because he's starting to get on my nerves. Why in the hell? I think it might be a stationary ability, so let's get her healing. And what? Oh, he's channeling. Damn. Okay. Why is that not working? Is it broken? What's occurring here? Unless he's untauntable. Something bad is happening right now, and I can't figure out precisely what. But all of our team is back up, so maybe... Oh, damn it! So close! So, Bolam, get control of your mobs, pal. Like, I don't know what's going on with Bolam, but he's not grabbing anybody. Let's maybe have Denzel deal with Nella here. He's got enraged. Let's enrage him, I guess, while they're standing around. Looks like we're now standing in nastiness again.
I'm better.
Let's get everybody out of that. And that leaves Nella to throw heals on Wendaru, who then in turn will throw heals on Denzel. And I'm actually just going to have her run around for a moment while this happens. Denzel, start DPSing. You get on him. Since I'm not sure what's going on with your taunt, I'll figure it out in just a moment. Wendaru, just kind of run them around. Down they go. Okay, so we're in a better spot right now to create like a blockade or something. Start dropping nukes in the most aggressive way possible on both of them. Get him going with some abilities too. Send out that second one there. There we go. So now they're finally off Wendaru, at least for a moment, I guess. Bit more damage. And then maybe have Wendaru kind of run in circles until... Unfortunately, I can't stop, so I've got that situation where in MMOs they tell you not to run, like if the tank loses aggro. But in this case, the second I stop running, she's dead as hell. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm getting real tired of your shit, Black Paladin. Real tired of your shit. The ability doesn't appear to be going off.
Now that stings.
I don't know. I'll think about it in just a moment. Let's see here. Category control, range. Taunts his target for 20 seconds after 2 seconds of incantation time. I don't know, guys. You'll probably fill me in the comments anyways. I'll see you guys next time, so take care out there, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode.